Hey guys, what's going on? Richie from Photons Across the Years. So what I have here is the Klarus G35, a 2000 lumen searchlight from Klarus that can supposedly go to a distance of over 1,000 meters or 1,000 meters at 3.2 feet in a meter. That's 3,200 feet. So this light should be able to do well over half a mile. It utilizes the Cree XHP35 HI. So here are some quick specs on the side: 2,000 lumens, 252,000 CD, 1,000 meter, 1 meter impact resistant, 210 hour runtime, and IPX8 waterproof. So we'll take it out of the package, of course, for you guys. Lanyard, spare O-ring, standard light stuff, instruction manual. So I thought this flashlight looked pretty good. All right, so the flashlight machining is, of course, fantastic. Great heat sinking. Side switch, rear switch. Nice smooth reflector. Perfectly centered XHP35 HI. AR-coated lens. So this light either runs on three 18-650s or a single 18-650. I thought it was kind of interesting because it does run on one in an emergency situation. So you can either have three in there, or if you only got one laying around, you can use just the one, and you'll get 1,200 lumens. But there is an actual drawback to this particular light, and it's just the way that Klarus designed this flashlight. When you're running three 18-650s, it actually drains the first two, basically the opposite of the one that's designated for the single spot. It drains those first, and then it shuts down and moves over to the third battery for the 1,200 lumens. So essentially the flashlight, if you have three in there, only runs on the two, and then when those actually die, it switches over to the one. So no, that's not a defect. Klarus actually designed the light to do that. And I can confirm that because I've been using it for a few days now, 4 or 5 days now, and I had all three of these batteries in there, and basically the light pretty much turned red. The actual indicator turned red. I took them all off the charger. This was still sitting at about 4.1 volts, 4.1 to 4.2, and these are sitting at 2.9. So I can confirm that these two do draw first, and then it switches over to the third. Tail cap feels solid. Electronic switch. Now remember that these both are electronic switches, so they will have a standby drain, but it's probably something like 30 microamps or something like that. You probably won't even notice it. Electronic switch on the back, electronic switch on the side. Very quality, does spin. But this switch does feel very heavy. Square cut threads inside of the battery tube. You can see here that the label is black on this one and black on this one, and it's red on that one. So that is the designated spot for the single battery for 1,200 lumens. So these two drain first, and then that one drains after those two are dead. So this light does have mode memory, and it will remember the last mode you used. Now, like I said, the side switch and the rear switch pretty much do the same thing. Just press it once, and it will go into the last mode that you used, and keep tapping it. There's your green indicator. All right, so just as you guys know, it does have a battery indicator. You guys can see here, green. Now there are three colors that it will turn, corresponding the battery drain itself. You have red, orange, and green. Red is less than 30%. Orange is 30 to 70, and green is 70 to 100. Now, flashing red is less than 10%, which basically means it's pretty much dead. So if it's red, you still have about 30% or a little bit less than 30% capacity. If it's orange, it's in between 30 and 70, which is obviously medium. Green, 70 to 100%, which basically means your battery is full. Now you can lock the flashlight out. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I probably didn't. In fact, I know I didn't. To lock the flashlight out, you push the side switch and the rear switch down at the exact same time, and it will flash twice, letting you know that the flashlight is locked out. So now you can't turn it on no matter what, which is a great safety feature. And also, well, apparently I didn't know that, flashes red when it's showing that it's locked out. So if you try to press the button while it's locked out, it will flash red. And to turn the flashlight back on, or well, unlock the flashlight, you just tap any of these two buttons rapidly 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and it will flash again twice, letting you know that the light is now unlocked. So each time you press the button, it will move up, low, medium, high, turbo, low, medium, high, turbo. And we'll remember your last mode if you hold it down. It has momentary activation, and the cool thing about momentary activation is the momentary activation is the constant output. So you have the 2,000 lumens if you press and hold, and then as soon as you let go, So it is momentary activation. Low, medium, high, turbo, 2000 lumens, low, medium, high, turbo. And if you press and hold, so now if you press and hold it from off, it is the momentary 2000 lumens, and if you want the constant 2000 lumens, just press it. So yeah, there you go. Now the rear switch does kind of do the same thing. If you press and hold, it'll go into your turbo mode. If you press it once, remember that it was in high mode from the side switch. If you press it once, it goes into low. So the rear switch will always go into low if you just press it from any mode while it's off. Pretty cold outside, so I can't make any beam shot videos at the moment, but I will make one within the next couple of days and post that. So that is the quick review of the Klarus G35, and so thank you guys for watching.